Welcome back to the Ben Breakfast Show. Hope you've been enjoying the show so far. If you're just tuning in, you've missed a lot. We've been talking about what's been trending on the dailies, and also we went to speak to Tunde Alabi back in Nigeria, Tunde Alabi of Ben TV, to give us the update of people's reactions to the cancellation of the general elections in Nigeria that was meant to take place last week Saturday and was moved by a week till this Saturday. So Tunde gave us all the details we needed to know about Adenaike, about the government, about just the way how people feel, and also we also in the diaspora had something to say. So if you're just tuning in, you've missed that. I might be able to recap that for you later on. But for now, we have a wonderful guest in the studio. And she is an entrepreneur, she is a writer, she is an author, and she is the founder of Vision to Mission. Welcome, Sarah Adenaike. Thank you so much for joining us on today's show.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, Sarah, you look smashing, by the way.
Thank you.
Your eyes are popping.
Oh, dear.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us, Sarah, on today's show. And before we start talking about all the things you've been working on, can we just know who Sarah is? Who is Sarah Adenaike?
Okay. I'm a very down-to-earth person.
We can see.
Okay, there you go. I'm a very down-to-earth person. I like bringing out the best in other people. I'm very passionate about self-development. I believe the biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. It doesn't matter what you've achieved, where you're currently at, there's always a chance to get better. So that's something I'm passionate about, and I talk about everywhere I go. I spot potentials in people that don't even know they have it.
Wow.
And essentially what I'm trying to create is a platform where people can maximize their potential, leverage of other people's expertise based on their experiences. But yeah, this is Sarah, is a sister, a friend. You know, I'm your everyday girl, down to earth, but obviously always trying to improve myself and improve the people around me.
People.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I like that.
Thank you.
I like that. Like you said, you can spot a talent even when the talent doesn't know she is a talent. So that's good.
Yeah.
Because it's not everyone that has that eyes to spot people.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
Some people just like how Naomi Campbell was spotted that day in London. I'm sure someone just like, oh, she's going to make a good model. So you have that kind of.
I think I'm quite lucky to
magical
have that.
powers.
Yeah, call it that. I think I'm quite lucky to have
so
that.
what do you do?
Professionally, I'm a compliance manager. I basically help banks manage their financial crime risk. But in terms of the main reason why I'm here today is to sort of talk about, obviously, my book that I've written last year. It was a bestseller in 24 hours on Amazon.
Wow.
Which is something I'm quite proud of because I've never written a book before.
Wow.
It was a new challenge, and from the title of the book, Things University Doesn't Teach You, you probably get a sense of what's inside the book.
Definitely.
I have a law background, so one of the things I realized when I finished uni is the fact that you're prepared in terms of qualification, but in terms of facing the real world, you're not really equipped to what are the options. If one way doesn't work, what are the things you can explore? So it was quite challenging finding the kind of job that I wanted. Yes, I got there eventually, but the whole idea of writing the book is I don't want people to have the same struggles as I did. There's a benefit from my experience. Someone can learn from my personal experience. So the idea of the book was sharing things with people that they might not already know. Yes, uni gives you the fundamentals that you require, but in terms of the real world, it's quite tough out there. The competition is real. And what you tend to have is people just send out applications. They don't know how to tailor their application to the job spec. You know, things like that would make your journey easier. Those are the kind of things I sort of shared in there.
And I think looking at the content, you started with your story.
Absolutely.
Yes, and obviously then you now started giving out, you know, what's it called, advice in terms of what they can do. Gaining work experience, persistence is crucial. So it was more like about coming out into the real world and getting that job of your dream,
that
right?
you require. And I think one thing that is important to mention is the fact that you have to be persistent. People will say no to you. Challenges would happen. Life would happen. One of the reasons that I can say has helped me in terms of I'm not where I want to be, but I can thank God that I've progressed. I'm on that journey. But one of the things that has been very crucial is persistence. I don't take no for an answer. If I want something, I go for it. It doesn't matter how hard, it doesn't matter how many people tell me I can't do it. I would keep going for it until I get what I want. I've been in a situation where I've been interviewed with multiple people. Some of them even have better experiences than I do. And you get people saying to you, are you sure you stand a chance? Before I ever got to work in the city, I remember having people in the city that wouldn't even tell you what it's like to work in the city. Because what you tend to have is a generation of people that don't want to share knowledge. Everyone is competing
and
with
do you
everybody.
notice that thing is paramount amongst
Absolutely.
Black people.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Like,
Totally.
they just don't want to tell you.
Totally agree.
And I noticed again that amongst the Asian community, I might be wrong, but I noticed that once they are in an environment, they make sure they take over that environment.
They collaborate.
Not in a bad way, but they help each other.
Absolutely.
You see? So even to the little as KFC, when you get to KFC, most people I see they're always Asian. Because once maybe they keep helping each other.
Absolutely.
And that is what we don't
That's what
do in
we
our
need to
community.
learn. I think people need to, that's one of the things I want the app to change, that mentality that you rise by lifting other people. For every time I've had the chance to teach people something or mentor someone in one capacity or the other, what I've realized is that I'm actually getting better, because the more I tell you what I know, the more I remember what I know, the more, and the fact that I know that you're depending on me for knowledge, it makes me want to upskill myself, so that I'm not telling you the same stories, I'm not telling you the same lines, I'm giving you quality information that can enhance your life. So I think if we change our mentality and understand that the more we collaborate and put hands together, we can achieve more. That's my mindset, and that's what I'm trying to.
That is what it is, and I really, really support you in that.
Thank
I
you.
think people should really listen to that, especially in the Black community. Let's support each other. We're talking about, there was one day we were having this discussion about Black businesses, why Black people don't buy Black businesses, or why they don't support, you know? So we need to start with ourselves. Like that's an International Women's Day is even coming next month.
There you go.
And there are a lot of avenues to just talk about, you know, Black women, Black business. I'm sure my viewers be like, I'm always talking about Black women, women empowerment. I'm a woman, so it's okay to say that, right? Because we always feel that we are not like, obviously, we're always feeling that we are the other part in the community, that we're not really like fully accepted just because we have to be moms, we have to go and have babies and come back to work. So those things are there, but guys can just get to the job, and you know what, they can be there till they want to retire.
Makes sense.
So I'm a woman, I will support women. Sorry. So yes, I know you've obviously this book is wonderful. I'm going to take this with me because I need
it's your copy for the
thank
day.
you.
You're welcome.
And you need to
I'll sign it. I'll sign it. Before I get to a copy, I'll sign it for you.
Before, so I'll remind you that Sarah.
Oh yeah, I'll sign it.
So we're gonna sign this. And can people still access this book?
Oh yeah, it's on Amazon. It's available globally. It doesn't matter what jurisdiction you're in. Once you go on Amazon, you can either type my name, Sarah Adenaike, or type the title of the book, Things University Doesn't Teach You. It comes up really quickly. Or even if you go on Google and you type it, it's available on W.H. Smith, Amazon, so many book sites as well that I can't remember all the names. But essentially, I think Amazon is easy for people to remember. So yeah, it's available worldwide. So
please get the book, Things University Doesn't Teach You, especially for parents that have like young children about to go into the job market. And all of them, their dream job is to work in the city or Canary Wharf. Make sure they get this book.
And in addition to that as well, I think even for people that are already in the industry that want to progress, because the truth is, it's one thing to get into the market, it's another thing to progress in the market. I think it gives you valuable information in terms of what your next steps could be, things you can consider, things that could basically make it easier for you to get to where you want to be. So I think, like my friend always says, he said to me, the book is timeless. It doesn't matter. It's timeless. It doesn't matter what stage you're at. You definitely find something to learn.
And the thing is that even apart from the fact that it's timeless, you have people graduating every year, and people need advice. And sometimes, you know, parents don't even give you the advice, especially I can remember growing up in Nigeria. I didn't really think parents would actually sit you down to tell you. I think we just
figured it out.
Yeah, we just figured it out. Like you come out and you start hearing, you know, maybe then it might just be a phone call because your uncle is like the chairman of First Bank. You get all that, but you never like really know what to do, how to write your CV. We just figure it out.
And I those think things are so important.
Very important. And I think it's still happening here too. Sometimes you just have to figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
but the whole idea is to make it easier
for them. Exactly.
Because you have people that would sit on the internet, send out 100 applications in a day, and they get no results. And then you have people that send out 3 quality applications, and they get multiple calls. So it's about trying to close those gaps, because what's the point of knowing something when you can share with other people?
Exactly.
You know, so that's the mindset I have.
So I know that you're an author, but at the same time, I'm going to talk about the entrepreneurial part of you now, which is The app you're launching very soon. Do you want to discuss that with us?
Absolutely. So the app is called Vision to Mission.
Okay.
Just so you know, it's the first phase is going to be compatible with iPhones.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what phone you use. You can go on the web-based application and still go on the app. But in terms of downloading the app, the first phase that we're doing is the iPhone, so that you can download it on there. In terms of what the app does, it gives you it's basically a platform that enables you connect with people that have got expertise in whatever you're looking for. So the way the system is designed, based on the information you put in that you need access to, in terms of what you need to know, what information you're looking for, what your next steps would be, there's an algorithm behind the system that matches you with someone qualified to provide that information. So the whole idea is, instead of trying to find people who are not willing to provide information, this is a platform. One of the things people have to sign up for is that they're willing to share information. So this is a platform created specifically for that purpose. So I can, for example, go on there and say, I have an interview to become maybe a lawyer, a corporate lawyer, and I don't know what the steps, I don't know what I can talk about, I don't know what questions I can ask. Can I negotiate salary? It doesn't matter. It just, different people have different needs.
True.
Someone else might come on the platform and say, oh, I'm a university graduate. I've been applying for jobs for the last 3 months, no result. What do I do? So it gives you that platform for your questions to be answered. Some people will be lucky, they will get work experience via the platform. There'll be job advertisements on the platform. So it's,
nice.
The whole idea is, what I'm trying to build is a one-stop shop to help close the gap between formal education and the real world. So that way you have people that have the same mindset, that want to help other people progress. They're not competing with you, because they're confident in their own lane, and they're also progressing. And then we're helping people with the knowledge and experiences that we have make their lives better. So as much as I'm helping someone, someone's helping me.
True. So is it restricted to a particular kind of industry?
No. So that's one of the brilliant things about Vision to Mission, because before we built the platform, we had to do obviously market research to see what's out there. And all the ones I saw that was not very similar, but had some commonalities, is that restricted by race, by sex of the person, or by certain kind of sector. But for Vision to Mission, it doesn't matter what country you're in, it doesn't matter what you're trying to achieve. The whole idea is that it's progress specific. As long as you want to make progress, is the right platform for you to be on.
And it's not just for obviously corporate jobs.
No, it's not.
You have advice for business owners or entrepreneurs,
absolutely.
Service providers,
anything.
Events, all those. Anybody, so you can have like a florist there giving advice. You can have a photo. So how are you going to? I just want to understand the app, because you're creating the app. It's free, right, to download?
It's free to download. So get some of the services, it's paid for, but the amount is very minimal. It's like the price of a Happy Meal. It's really for a month. Like it's really nothing.
£2.
It's a no-brainer. Like, if you think about it, on Instagram, sometimes you pay for ads that you don't get any extra likes. So if you think about it in the sense that I'm adding value to my life, for a very minimal fee. Obviously, you can join for free, but there's certain functionalities that you would have to pay to get it. Like that. So, for example, if you wanted a direct mentor to give you time and sort of motivate you on different things that you're looking into, that would have to be a paid service. The reason for that is, if I had my way, it would be totally free. But the truth is, it's cost a lot to build the app, and to sustain the app, it's going to cost a lot of money. So things like not having a technical issue, you're going to have to constantly pay those people behind the scenes to ensure that it's fit for purpose, is user friendly. So it's the cost implication is like a long-term thing, if that makes sense. And the more traffic we get, the more feedback we get, we're going to keep enhancing the platform. So it's a first release. By year's time, it's going to be better than what it used to be. So we're going to constantly keep taking feedback. Based on the feedback, identify what the trends are, what people are more interested in, and obviously make it a better platform. But the whole idea is for people to have somewhere they can go to feel comfortable to establish those relationships, because people that are on there know why they signed up to be on there. And if you compare it to maybe the likes of maybe Instagram, if you think about it, that people sometimes find like 4 or 5 hours on Instagram looking at pictures. Now you have a platform where you're not exactly looking at pictures, but you're developing relationships that will change your life for the better. It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
No, it's a no-brainer.
So the charges doesn't really go to the mentors
no, it's to sustain the platform.
To sustain the platform.
So it's a way of giving back. So for example, I currently mentor people It's I do it for free.
Can you mentor me?
Okay, you mentor me. We can mentor each other.
Yes, we can.
We
Actually.
can, absolutely.
Sure.
I believe we rise. I know it sounds cliche, but I strongly believe we rise lifting each other up.
Absolutely, I believe
I mean, I'm here today. Thank God for the opportunity. You never know what opportunity I could obviously present to you.
True.
That's just
how the
life.
world
It's sort of the gift that keeps on giving.
Exactly.
So that's basically what Vision to Mission is about.
So the app is going to have loads of mentors from all industries and access. So people sign up,
yeah,
right?
People sign up.
So what other how would I say it now? What other perks we get for free? So is it just by speaking to the mentor, but if you need something more customized than you pay for. So,
so basically, if you join the platform, it's free to register. You'll get access to some information. For example, I'll be updating my page on a regular basis, sharing maybe industry knowledge on my sector. Likewise, another mentor would share quality information. Some people might decide they want to share something motivational.
True.
Those things you can see for free. But if you want one-to-one access, that would have to be paid for.
So how about if you need, so like, for example, if I now need an advice to get a job, that will be paid for.
That will be paid for.
If I need...
but it also depends because it has adverts on. So the way we're looking at this is we're going to bring obviously recruiters to advertise their hot jobs. Because what I want to do is I want to realistically make people's lives better. Another for me to do so is not just the advice, it's providing a platform where you can also see jobs that are ongoing, and it's basically that constant piece of information that can instantly add value. So you come on the platform, you register, you can see the adverts that are going on there. If it's a job you're interested in, you can go and apply. That's all free. But if you want one-to-one advice with an individual, that will be paid for.
That will be paid for.
But it's a very, like I said, it's a very minimal amount. Very minimal.
And even the whole app thing sounds really interesting because you're going there to learn. What if you want to get like work experience? Do you pay for that?
No, so with the work experience, it depends on the mentor. So if, for example, I had a mentee on the platform who said to me, Sarah, you know what, I've tried so much, I'm not getting a job, I'm looking for work experience. Personally, I would help that person. But what I can do doesn't mean it's the same thing you as a mentor can do. So it would all vary based on, but that's why it's very important that when you're filling in what you need, what your needs are, make it very clear so that the platform would match you with someone able to provide you with what you're looking for.
When is this interesting app?
In a month. I would have said a month, but to be safe, I'll say a month to 2 months. It's actually almost out. We're testing already. We started, testing the profiles, creation, and all that. So it's going to be out soon. In a month to 2 months,
And it's going to be called Vision
to Mission.
The
plan is for it to go global. So I like to say we start local, go global.
It's going to go global.
That's the plan.
It's an app anyway, and everyone. I don't know. We're having this argument about Apple users and Samsung users.
Oh dear. I don't want to get involved.
Exactly. But I'm saying that most people use Apple and Samsung in case they're listening.
But to be fair, like I said, because the cost for doing it on Samsung and Apple is almost paying twice the price. So that's why we had to pick one to start off with. On Apple first. However, if you have a Samsung, you just have to go on the website link. You still have access to so it doesn't really change anything.
So
the app is just convenient.
iOS and Android users, we're all happy.
No excuses.
No excuses, and it's launching on
in a month to 2 months. Let's stay safe.
Let's stay safe. So let's just say 2 months, right?
2 months,
2 months
at the very latest.
And so at the moment, how many mentors have you gathered?
We've got, in terms of numbers, I don't have the accurate numbers to head, but we've got so many people. It's quite nice to actually see people wanting to give back, because there are different ways of giving back. Some people support like charitable causes. People are actually willing to give their time. I can't count the number of people who have contacted me and said to me, you know what, I want to be part of this. I want to be, but at the same time, we want quality mentors. So we want mentors that have achieved something and mentors that are willing to keep achieving stuff, because what we don't want is someone that is just static. We want to push everyone to progress, both the mentors, both the mentees. So we've had people from different industry, from like medicine, compliance, crime, different things. People are makeup artists. You'll be surprised, and it's quite. I think for me, it feels already rewarding that people are willing to give, to share knowledge. It's not everyone that is sort of stingy with what they know, and it's funny because sometimes I speak to people and they say to me, oh, thank you so much for telling me that. Even my friends won't tell me that. I'm like, it's not a big deal. I know I can tell you. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't take anything away from me. And it's so important. So for the mentors, we've got quite a lot at the moment to start off with. And we're going to keep recruiting mentors as we go along. So it's an ongoing, it's not a static process.
So the mentors, are they going to be there for, so how do they stay? Do they stay as long? Do they have like a timeline?
So the idea is to keep them there for like forever. If you like. And don't forget that for mentors, they also get access to a community of mentors that they can can get information from. So everyone, I think, is a win-win situation. They can leverage off other mentors. As a mentor, I can also be a mentee to someone that has achieved more than I have. So the whole idea is to keep people there. Think about it, Instagram, you're kind of on there for life, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. Until the next
thing comes, which is vision to mission.
Exactly, I like that.
So people go on those kind of platforms to create a profile. So we want to keep you there for a long time. Which is why we're going to take your feedback to know what your needs are, so that we can constantly, because if you're constantly meeting the needs of your service users, there's no reason for them to go elsewhere. So that's why we're going to keep improving the platform, so that as time goes on, people will find everything they're looking for in one place. When you're looking for jobs, when you're looking for mentors, experience, looking for questions answered, everyone goes there. So that's the whole idea.
Wow. I can't even wait to be part of this.
I can't wait either.
App community, vision to mission. I want to be there too. I want to give back to in the little I've learned in the media industry. If you have openings for that,
absolutely.
Let's give back.
We'd love to have you
on
board.
So how are we going to find out more about this app?
Good question. So all you need to do is follow Vision 2. That's number 2. Mission 2, again, number 2.
Okay.
On Instagram, all the updates is usually updated on a daily basis. It will tell you when it's coming out, what you need to do, what you need to look out for. I think keep a close eye on the social media page. It's a very easy way to share information with people. So Vision 2, Mission 2. If you don't find us, you can search for us on Google. We'll probably come up as well.
Well, it's just look for Sarah Adenaike.
Or look for Sarah Adenaike, whichever way, you definitely find us. Or look for the book things. We also have a hashtag. Hashtag Vision to Mission. You can follow the hashtag as well, because it gives you all the updates on what we're doing. So that's essentially, we're looking forward to seeing you.
Nice.
Thank you.
So you do a lot of things. How do you because I know you have a 9 to 5.
I get that question all the
time.
time.
I know you write. I know you have an app going on. How do you do it in this part of the world?
Honest answer is I lack sleep. That's not a good thing, but it's true. At the same time, I try to plan myself, because I look at it as I finish my 9 to 5 job. On my way home, sometimes I'm having meetings on the train with my app developer. Sometimes, like for example, I had a meeting last night. I left the gym, my app developer called me. I was driving and I had my hands-free on, and I was having a meeting as I was driving home. That's basically what my typical day looks like. And I think for me, is the fact that knowing the value is going to add to lives, I'm willing to give up my time, give up my resources to make other, because I find it quite rewarding. It doesn't matter what career you have. There's nothing like looking at someone and know that because of something that you did, their life's so much better. I'm one person that I'm always grateful for the people who believe in me and gave me a chance to progress. I recently, my job, my professional job, is actually a new job that I'm on at the moment. Thank you. And I've pretty much had the opportunity to progress at every level. And when I got this job, I remember saying to one of the people, I got interviewed by, I think, 3 or 4 people. And I remember saying to one of the guys that, thanks for giving me the opportunity and believing in me for this job. And his response to me was, well, you created the opportunity for us to believe in you. And I'm thinking, but at the same time, I feel kind of grateful, because
you chose me.
You chose me.
Because
that's a big deal. And that's how I see life. I'm always thankful for the people that have supported my journey, for the people who have believed in me, even when I couldn't see my potential, for the people who have helped identify some of the things that I'm able to. And now I want to give back as well. So for me, it's sort of, that's my reward, seeing other people's life get better. I already do that behind the scenes. So Vision to Mission is going to put it out there. I try to help people already behind the scenes. So I think it's an opportunity to add value to lives, support people's growth, continue to grow myself, and obviously learn from the experiences of others.
Wow. That is good. So basically, you're living, work, and you're doing other things. And that's how you're able to do my book as well. Your book. So no,
I was working abroad when I wrote that book. So it was but you know, when you're determined, that's what determination does.
When you put your mind
to it. You can always make excuses for everything. You know, I might not have been here today if I didn't want to wake up early, or but I think if you have the will and you constantly walk and you're surrounded by the right people. So the days that you wouldn't feel like going on, but that's why it's good to have the right people around you who, when you're having a bad day, you feel like a giving up day, they can push you back and remind you of why you started. And that helps you. And that's what Vision to Mission is going to do for people.
So, do you ever party?
Honestly, my social life, I like to have fun. I love dancing.
Yeah, I love dancing too.
Yeah, I love
That's
I
my
like
best hobby.
when I get the chance to party, I party hard because I feel
Oh,
like I
God.
deserve the party.
Because
I've worked
really
you know
hard,
what I mean?
yeah.
But I don't always get the chance to party because obviously these things take up a lot of my time. So sometimes I can't attend certain engagements. But obviously if you're a friend and it's important, I'll be
Very
there.
close, you'll be there,
I'm there for my friends. But the truth is sometimes it would have an impact on your social life.
Yeah.
But I guess when it's out, then I can party more and have some more fun. Yeah.
So how do you relax? Because you do all those things.
Okay, I'm going to Spain tomorrow.
Okay.
So I go on holiday if I can.
Yeah.
Hang out with friends. I sometimes use the gym. I find it quite relaxing.
Okay.
I swim as well.
Yeah.
Anything essentially, as long as I'm not holding a book or trying to think of an idea or progressing something.
Yeah.
As long as sometimes even just staying at home.
Yeah, and just
being with family and
catching up
relaxing.
on
Yeah.
all the old
or
series.
calling a friend. For me,
True.
I don't have like a set list of how to relax.
Yeah.
I bring the party to you. I can relax here if I have to.
Exactly, you can. Why
so
not?
yeah, so that's just how it goes.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. I'm really excited about the new app, and
Thank you.
I must really commend you. You're doing
Thank you.
a lot, because having a day job in the UK
yeah.
and now doing not just writing a book, also working on other things,
Yeah.
and to also impact on people.
Yeah.
Like,
Thank you.
you are a queen.
Thank you.
You are a queen boss. Let me put it that way, queen boss. So when the app is ready, please let us know.
I will,
at Ben
definitely.
TV, so
I
we can
will.
also tell
Thank
people,
you, thank
and
you.
we can be part of this wonderful, wonderful journey.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So before I leave you,
Yeah.
what's your favorite food?
Oh God, do I have to say this?
Yeah, why not?
I am mashi
Okay. I love ayamashi too.
I love it, but it's not good for me.
I love it too, but my best food is amala and ewedu.
Oh no, I don't eat solid.
Amala, do you know what? I think amala is not as heavy as rice.
Well, fair enough. Yeah,
I think so, because
fair
it's
enough.
powdered cocoyam, I think.
Yeah.
And you're having ewedu, which
I like
is
ewedu,
green.
but I don't like solid in general.
Oh, me too. I don't like. You know, I'm sure people will look, but I don't like pounded yam.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But I thought pounded yam is nicer.
No,
Not really.
I like amala because it's lighter. When you eat, you don't have. I feel when you eat pounded yam, you just get. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
But amala is just light and it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, enough about food.
Now.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's
Thanks for having me on the show
breakfast show. We have just few minutes to go, and so yes, you can follow Sarah on at Vision
2
Mission 2 on Instagram, and also what other platforms do you?
Instagram, Facebook. We're going to create a platform on LinkedIn as well, so people should look out for that.
Yes.
But mainly Instagram.
Yeah.
For now, yeah.
So if you have anyone that's about to start life, just finishing uni, you know, all those your teenage cousins, nieces, nephew, and it's Christmas is over, but Mother's Day, Valentine's is still in the air. So we
there you
can
go.
gift, and to be honest, I'm not one of those people that I wait for that special time to gift, you know.
Yeah.
If I feel I can afford it at that time, I go to a store, oh, this is nice. I gift people. So you can gift somebody. This is a wonderful book. Let's still encourage young people to read. And is it available on Kindle?
It is available on Kindle.
Okay, so
and it's cheap and cheerful, so it's not expensive.
It's cheap and cheerful. You didn't tell us the price though.
So it's less than £10 to get the hard copy. On Kindle, I think it's less than even £4.
Okay, so you've heard
really
it from
affordable,
Sarah. Thank you so much for joining us on today's show.
Having me.
And we'll catch up after the show.
Yeah, we should do. Yeah.
So yes, the Ben Breakfast Show. A few minutes to go, but yes, we will be right back after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Seven basic steps